Verses from the Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna said, Arjun, this soul dwelling in the bodies of all can never be slain. Therefore, you should mourn no one. Besides, considering your own duty, you should not waver, for there is nothing more welcome for a man than righteous war. Arjun, happy are the Kshatriyas who get such an unsolicited opportunity for war, which opens the doors to heaven. Now, if you refuse to fight this righteous war, then shrinking from your duty and losing your reputation, you will incur sin. People will pour undying infamy on you, and infamy brought on a man enjoying popular esteem is worse than death. And the warrior chiefs who thought highly of you will now despise you, thinking that it was fear which drove you from battle. Your enemies will speak unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than that? Die, and you will win heaven. Conquer, and you enjoy sovereignty of the earth. Therefore, stand up, Arjun, determined to fight, treating alike victory and defeat, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. Get ready for the fight. Fighting, thus you will not incur sin. Arjun, this attitude of mind has been presented to you from the point of view of the Jnana Yoga. Now, hear the same as presented from the standpoint of Karmayoga, the yoga of selfless action. Equipped with this attitude of mind, you will be able to throw off completely the shackles of karma. In this path of disinterested action, there is no loss of effort, nor is there fear of contrary result. Even a little practice of this discipline saves one from the terrible fear of birth and death. Arjun, in this yoga of disinterested action, the intellect is determinate and directed singly towards one ideal, whereas the intellect of the undecided, ignorant men moved by desires wanders in all directions after innumerable aims. Arjun, those who are full of worldly desire and devoted to the letter of the Vedas, who look upon heaven as the supreme goal and argue that there is nothing beyond heaven, are unwise. They utter flowery speech recommending many rituals of various kinds for the attainment of pleasure and power with rebirth as their fruit. Those whose minds are carried away by such words and who are deeply attached to pleasure and worldly power cannot attain the determinate intellect concentrated on God. Arjun, the Vedas thus deal with evolutes of the three gunas, modes of Prakriti, namely worldly enjoyments and the means of attaining such enjoyments. Be thou indifferent to these enjoyments and their means, rising above pairs of opposites like pleasure and pain, established in the external existence. God, absolutely unconcerned about the supply of wants and the preservation of what has been already attained, and self-control. A Brahman who has obtained enlightenment has the same use for all the Vedas as one who stands at the brink of a sheet of water overflowing on all sides has for a small reservoir of water. Your right is to work only, but never to the fruit thereof. Be not instrumental in making your actions bear fruit, nor let your attachment be to inaction. Arjun, perform your duties established in yoga, renouncing attachment and even tempered in success and failure. Evenness of temper is called yoga.